Yeah, I don't know what the appendix is good for. I know that shit just
Uh,
explodes sometimes.
Stores and releases good bacteria. Uh, does shit go through the appendix?
Oh, is the appendix the thing that you just don't need?
No, that's the kidney because we have two kidneys.
Well, I know
But
you
we
only
do
need
need
one
them.
kidney, but like there isn't there like not essential for survival. But obviously if it blows up, you could just bleed out.
Yeah, that's the problem there.
But if you got it removed, I think
That that would be chilly, apparently.
yeah.
I having like some abdominal pain that I've never had before, and that's like a very common symptom, like to the point where if people are like, if you ever feel that shit, like fucking go to the doctor.
Yeah. It could also just be Google. Like if you look anything up on Google, it's like, "Hey, I have like a headache." I'll be like, "Yeah, that's called brain cancer.
Oh
It's one of those
yeah,
things like you have to go to the hospital immediately."
this is true.
Google is
I just
evil.
heard Germa say that I should do that. So,
Oh, Germa.
because I think he actually has had his appendix burst. Like that's why.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, what causes that?
Um, it getting infected or things blocking it up, and I be having some constipation sometimes,
Yeah.
and it gets pretty bad. And I like fucking haven't been like taking it I need to for it.
That's not good.
So I need to do that.
You gotta start drinking
So
black coffee, dude. Shit
yeah,
cleans you
that'll make
out.
me a shit.
Oh.
I need to like, I don't know, use the trying to think what I forgot what I was going to say. I need to use the shit I have, and that's that.
Yeah. Played a couple games of Counter Strike this morning. I deleted like Spectre Divide and fucking the shit
Oh,
games. Spectre Divide, like that game was fire at first, but just like died. Like Shroud
what is that
dropped.
game
It's
even?
it's the
Oh,
fucking Counter Strike game that Shroud dropped where you have two bodies.
yeah.
Yeah, he dropped that game and then that day was just playing Deadlock on
Oh,
stream.
that's pretty.
I was like, that's not very good advertising for your
Yeah,
game, bro.
nah. I
Wouldn't
feel
be
like
my
he might
course
have
of
been a little
action.
salty.
Yeah, I don't know. But that game, they are closing it down.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
because nobody
unfortunate.
fucking plays it.
Well, that's
Yep.
Stroud can't make more money.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. Have you ever seen the clip of him? Uh, People love that one where he was talking about how much he spends on a mattress.
No.
Dude, it was so fucking funny. He was like, I don't get why people don't just like drop a like 5 grand on a mattress. Like you're sleeping on that thing every single day. And then the guy he was talking to was like, I don't think most people have 5 grand to spend
On a
on a
mattress.
mattress.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What? Like that's a lot?" And
So out of the
he
loop.
was, dude, I know he was so disconnected because he's been a fucking like rich pro gamer since he fucking like started on the internet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, Shroud, I'm pretty sure no one who watches you has a 5 grand fucking mattress.
Dude, I bought mine for $100 from a friend.
I begged my dad to let me keep mine for free. That's what I had to do.
Yeah. No, fucking Jack. I remember he had the most comfortable mattress ever. Every time we would like I'd hang out at his place, he had a Cali King, and so we could sleep on the same bed but still be like 3 miles away from each other, and we're super
Really?
comfortable. Yeah. And then he moved. He was going to school, and he's like, "Do you want my mattress like for like $100 or something?" I was like, "Fuck yes, dude. Thank you."
What if Josh peed on it?
Dude, there
Oh,
was some
my
shit
bad.
stains on it when
Mark
I
that.
fucking when I fucking got it. There was some shit stains, but I just threw like a mattress protector over it and it's fine.
Yeah, no, like it's not a big deal. You'll never actually sleep on it.
It's just shit, bro.
And also, you could like you could do a carpet cleaner on it.
Yeah. I
Get
didn't
rid of
really
all
bother. I don't think it's actually a shit stain. I think it's just like, mattresses get old and just like discolor. The memory
yeah,
foam, it just like
yeah,
was turning yellow. I don't know.
or you could have spilled like any number of things on it.
Yeah. I make jokes about it all the time, but and like press him about it. Like, bro, you shit my
That
bed
is
and then
pretty
sold it to
funny.
me. And he's
Yeah,
just like,
made
"No, I
me pay a
fucking
hundred
didn't."
bucks for this shit, Dad. Man, come on.
No, but that was when I moved out, and I don't have room at my current room for that, so I have to stick with the smaller mattress, and I miss it. I miss the big one so much.
Oh wait, where'd you put it?
It's in storage right now.
Oh,
I have like most of my shit in storage right now.
yeah, that's where a lot of my stuff is. I need to actually put more stuff into storage.
I want to move to a new place so that I cannot have to pay for a storage unit.
Bro, me too.
I need a garage. Although I have a pretty
Me,
good deal on my storage unit right now. It's like 250 and I have like a it's like a 12 by 27 or some shit. Is
yeah.
huge. I have my motorcycle. I have my fucking like my big
Oh yeah,
motorcycle
you
is in there.
do
I
have
have
a
like
big garage.
bed, sectional couch, table, everything I own is in there.
I forgot about that. You could fit like 3 cars.
Yeah, I could probably fit both my
Mhm.
cars in there at the same time. Well, I had a pretty eventful week and weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I didn't
What
think
happened?
much would happen in between our recordings, but
That's
like,
what I always think. But a week is actually long.
dude, I was fucking busy. It felt like we haven't recorded forever.
What happened?
Well, to start, where I work, I have this like fishing spot I go to, and I've been trying to catch a trout because I've never eaten lake fish before. I've never even like eaten a fish that I've caught,
Mhm.
and I can't say that's changed, but I was there for probably like 20 minutes or so, just like casting out there, hanging out. And then these little kids come up and they're just like little shits. They're just like fucking like one of them has like this he has this like older brother complex where he has to be a fucking prick to his little brother
Uh,
and he's just like yelling at him constantly and then he keeps coming up to me and just like asking me like, "Hey, do you have any lures I can use?" And I'm thinking to myself like these are like $5 a piece. No, I don't
yeah,
have
you're
any.
like, no.
I have like 10 in my fucking tackle box.
Yeah, but you don't gotta share that
I
shit,
don't want to.
especially with an asshole.
Yeah, I know. But he was like fucking 12. And I'm just like, "Okay, no, I can give you one of these little gummy fish, but you're not going to catch anything with it." And then so after about like 20 minutes of being there, this kid and his mom pull up. He's probably like 15 or something. He
Yeah.
pulls up, second cast, just pulls in a brown trout. And I'm like, what the fuck?
No way.
And I'm like, hey, what do you got as your setup? Like, I just wanted to see like his lure, and it's the same as mine. He has the exact same one as me, and he just rolling, just reeling him in. So he pulls in that
What?
fish, and it was like I think it was like an 11-inch trout or something, which is legal. And so the kids wanted it, like the annoying little kids wanted it. So
They
they
wanted his trout?
well, so the guy that caught it was like, "Hey, I don't eat the fish that I catch. I just
Oh.
do it for sport." So he
And you're like,
offered it.
no, me.
No, no, I wanted to catch my own. So I was like, "Yeah, you guys fucking take it." He was like, "Okay." He gave it to the little kids, and yeah. Next cast, pulls in a bigger one.
Are you kidding me?
Like literally his third
This
cast,
guy's hacking
he's
IRL.
cheating, bro. He pulls in a 15-inch trout, and his mom comes over, and she's like talking to me about it, and the little kids are sitting there like jumping up and down, like, "Can I have it? I want another one. I want another one,
Oh.
please." And they're just like, the mom's just looking at me like, "They have one already. Do you want it?" And I was like, I mean, I really wanted to catch my own, but like, I can't pass this up. Like, I'm dying to try this. I've
Yeah.
never had trout before. I didn't know if I liked it or not, so I uh I took it, and I had to put it out and gut it and bleed it and everything. Um
But there you go.
I know I was really excited about that, and I didn't know if I
That
was
is
going to like it or
cool.
not, but I went to go bleed it and everything. And so I put it out luckily before I got there.
Yeah.
And once I got down to the rocks where I was like, okay, I did the thing where you like pull its gills to make it bleed, and then you like put its head in the water to let it bleed.
Yeah.
And I've seen online everyone holds it by the tail of the fish. Like they just hold it by the tail, and so I'm confidently holding it by the tail. The second it touches the water, it's like nerves kick in or something, and it fucking jumps out
Oh,
of my hand. And so
that's
it's not
scary.
alive, so it didn't swim away. It just tweaked and got far enough to where I couldn't reach it. And then it
And where?
slowly what, sorry?
No. Sorry. What were you gonna say?
It slowly started like like floating back towards the shore. And so I'm
Oh,
crawling over these like super sharp rocks, just like trying to fucking grab it out of the water again. And it's the
yeah.
most slippery fish I've ever touched in my life. And so I'm under the dock, and I try to grab it again, and the second I touch it, it just fucking tweaks again. It's like I'm hitting a nerve every time I touch it.
Yeah.
But it's floating sideways, so I know it's not alive. So then the next time it floats back, I like throw my entire like both my arms in the water and throw it back towards myself, and it like bounces off the rocks, but I eventually got it.
That's
So
that is pretty funny story.
I just thought it was funny that I didn't even catch the fucking fish, and I almost lost it. Like,
Yeah.
it's
No.
pretty insane.
Like they do kind thing, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
That would have been I would have done the walk
That
of
would be.
shame back up to them like
Yeah. Like, hey,
this is gonna really hurt you guys, but I killed the
I
fish and
would
it
not have
got
fucking
away.
told them.
Like, I was so upset.
I would have definitely not told them about that.
Yeah, but me walking back without a fish in my hand,
Oh yeah. They're like, what happened? I ate it.
I eated it
I
already.
ate it
It was
already.
yummy, thank you.
I cooked it up.
Yeah, and so I'm going back today actually, so I'm gonna try to catch
Oh
one
really?
within the next couple days. But I got
Nice.
back, and that night, me and my dad cooked it up with some like lemon and some butter and garlic, and like uh, Zeke was telling me like people don't like trout all the time, so you definitely want to try it before you like come home with more than you can eat. You know, like I don't want to like
Yeah.
kill two fish and then only eat one. You gotta like make use of everything you take, right?
Right.
Um, and so I get back with just the one, and me and my dad murdered it. We just devoured it because it was so fucking good. It's like a similar texture to salmon, and
Yeah.
it's like
Oh, that's pretty
it's
good.
like almost like whitefish when it's cooked. It is so fire. It was like super flaky, and the lemon and the garlic was so good. Oh my god. I'm
That
gonna get
does
more
sound
this week.
pretty good.
But yeah, hopefully I can fucking catch my own next time, but still. It's pretty cool to be able to like actually harvest my own fish.
Dude, I kind of want to try to go fishing. Sounds so fun.
It's a rabbit hole, dude, because it's really fun, and I've spent hundreds of dollars on stuff already.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, I need a bigger tackle box. Yo, I really like want to try
Yeah.
baitcaster. It's like a different type of reel. I'm like, yeah, I really, maybe I should just get another pole with it too. Yeah.
Yeah. Let
I'm like, okay, and then
me.
I'll have like my little pole, and then I'll have my big pole, and then my medium pole, and then
Yeah, no, that's kind of how I am.
yeah, I get
Like,
fixated
I
on
want the
stuff.
best setup.
Yeah, for whatever I do.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
I also went to a Theo Vaughn comedy show.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How was that?
Dude, it was pretty fucking good. I've
When
never
the fuck did
thought
you go to that?
it was 2 days ago on Saturday.
Oh,
I never thought I would
is
be
it
one
where
to
we live?
enjoy. It was yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I've never thought that I would enjoy like a comedy show, like a stand up, but that guy is so like uh he's special, you know what I mean? He's a funny fucking dude. He can
yeah.
say anything and it'll just make you laugh the way that he says it or like I don't know. He's Have you ever like seen clips of him online and stuff?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking funny. There was like he doesn't have a filter, that's for fucking sure. He like
Yeah.
we were up there and he's just like, "Yeah, man, I'm thinking about getting a gun. I've been praying about it. I'm waiting for God to tell me if I should get a gun or not." How do we feel about that? And everyone there is like screaming and he goes, "What? Washington likes guns?" And he was like freaking out. And
Dude, Washington is pretty huge for that, actually.
yeah, surprisingly, but not where I was. You wouldn't think. I don't know. He was like freaking out about that, and then he was like, "Yes, anyone in here, pull out a gun and shoot someone. Let's see it. I want to see you guys shoot someone next to you." And
Yeah,
everyone just went silent in the crowd,
that
and
is a bit
he was
that
just like,
looks like
"Hey man, that
we
moment
would
got real
run.
scary for a minute there." Like, and I was like, "Yeah, it's like it's not gonna happen. They got metal detectors and shit. They like scan everybody." But like just the thought, everyone he had like 20,000 people there for 1 second, just thinking like, what if?
I wonder, like, what the reaction was from, like, higher ups.
Yeah, they're just
Like,
like, yo, everyone, hands on your holsters.
wait, like, this guy's a comedian, right?
Yeah, and then he'll be talking about something normal, just like telling a funny story, and then his segue will just be like, "Where do you think the next 9/11 should be?"
What the fuck?
And he just goes, "Tacoma, Washington. I mean,
To
like we could
go,
do that." And then
that
he
is
ends up saying like,
funny.
"I think we should just do like New York again." You know what I mean? It's like you don't want you want him to be ready for it. Like if it had, you don't want it to be in like Michigan and four people die or something. You know?
Four people.
Yeah, he was pretty funny. He
Oh, that is pretty funny.
him and his openers picked on the same guy up front, like each individually, and they had a different like nationality that they named him. Like the first time it
Every
was like the
time.
brown Asian guy up front, and then the second time it was like the Mexican guy with the beard up front, and
No
it just
way.
kept cutting to the same dude, and he was just laughing.
Did people like notice that?
Oh yeah, yeah. Everyone was laughing about it, but it was funny when he'd pick on people up front. And there's like some
Yeah.
people they ask questions, they just like don't say anything. He's like, "All right, man, whatever."
That's I don't know. Probably what I would do if I'm not like funny enough to come up with something bad.
Dude, Theo killed it. Like I don't know, I would never be able like I think that I can be funny at sometimes, but for like 2 hours straight, he was just going, just running bits.
That is pretty impressive. I don't know how people do that.
I don't either. It's crazy. He is a talented man.
Oh
He walks funny though. He, like the first thing he said when he got up there, he's like, "I don't think any of y'all ever seen me walk before." And
yeah.
he's just like his arms are like straight as a fucking board. He's like leaning
Are you
back, walking around.
serious?
Yeah,
That's not what I would have
I
expected.
know. He doesn't seem like he seems normal when you see him on like podcasts, but yeah, he's funny. He just walks around funny.
He funny.
He a funny
He
guy.
looked funny. That's pretty cool though. I didn't know
Yeah, I know. Shout out my
that was going
mom,
on.
dude. She clutched
Yeah,
up. She just like was like, "Hey, you want to go see Theo Vaughn?" And I was like, "What?" I mean, yeah, sure.
sure.
And then I woke up the next morning after that, and my
Yeah.
mom like woke me and my girlfriend up and was like, "Yo, you guys want to go do the Seattle tour, the underground tour? Have you ever done that or heard about that?
No, I haven't.
You haven't heard about it either,
I have heard about it though.
dude. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to expect going into it. Like, I thought that we were gonna be like walking into this like cave and just see like an underground city
Yeah.
and or some shit. I don't know, but still, even what
What
we
is
saw
it?
was crazy.
Was it?
Yeah, dude. Like, there's just random tunnels that you go into on the sidewalk, or like, like there's probably plenty of like the skylights that we've walked over and not noticed. Like, there's just glass like skylights on the sidewalk in some places on like
Yeah.
Pioneer, and like, there's probably people under there doing a tour. It's
That is
crazy.
fucking weird.
Yeah, it's like so. What
I want
happened
to do
was,
that.
dude, you should. It's only like $20. It's just
That
like
sounds
the
fun.
drive out there for me at least. But um it's so basically they started there in like the 1870s, I want to say, and they were just like some guy brought like a sawmill over and they were just like the wood town basically. They built everything out of wood, and they built
Just
like
like me.
yeah,
That's not
fuck you, man. They they built like right on the shore of the ocean. They're like, yeah, I want oceanfront property. And they built when the fucking tide was out, and then the tide comes in and fucking destroys everything. They built like sewer lines out of wood and like above ground. It was just a
what?
fucking mess, yeah. And it would just like the shit would go out into the ocean, and then the tide would bring it back in and flood their streets, and all their streets were sinkholes, and it was crazy.
I
Eventually,
I
there was a
definitely want to do
grease
that.
fire, and it burned the entire city of Seattle down. And
I remember hearing
yeah,
that.
and so they had to like rebuild it. And I was like, most of the places in that area that you enter, you're entering on the second floor of that building, and
Yeah.
underground is like 15 feet of just empty space.
Okay.
Yeah, like we went down there. They had it open for a 4 year period of time underground as like a shopping center, like out of the rain, where you could
Yeah.
go underground and just walk around these tunnels and go shopping and stuff. Fucking crazy. It's like 30 blocks of just like underground tunnels.
I want to see that so bad.
Yeah, it's all like you go in there and there's just like rubble of just like decay of the city.
In the underground.
Yeah.
So wait, how did they build on top of it?
So, well, they built sidewalk or roads were the first thing they built, which they just stacked a bunch of fucking rocks on top of the ground,
Yeah.
and they built it probably like 15 feet high, and they um like the people would come out on the ground level and they're like, how do I get over the fucking road? Like, I need to walk across the road with my groceries, you know? And
Yeah.
they would just rope ladders together, like multiple ladders, and you just have to climb.
Oh,
You just got to climb.
interesting.
Yeah. It's fucking. It was crazy. And then after that, they just like built a sidewalk over the empty space, like in between the building and the road.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't like that's crazy to do. And then like once you get above the ground, there's just these fucking skyscrapers sitting on top of it. I'm like, how do you
Yeah,
trust that?
I know, right?
That like blew my mind to see that.
Seattle is very interesting place with like how much is there, and also its history is pretty interesting.
Yeah, and all of this was only like
Like,
120 years ago.
yeah, not that long ago.
It's fucking insane.
We had to like terraform
Yeah, I know.
huge like mountains to make it Seattle.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they built Seattle off prostitution.
Did they?
Yes, like almost entirely was funded by prostitution.
No way.
Like the at the beginning at least. So like they had a sin tax is what they called it, and it was
A
alcohol,
sin
tobacco, and sewing, I believe. They called it
sewing.
sewing because 90% of the of women in the area or something listed their occupation as sewing, and then when they investigated
Oh,
further, there wasn't a sewing machine in sight, kind of thing.
uh-huh.
And so they knew what was going on, but they basically just kind of like, I think they just kind of like let it happen. They were like, all right, we're just gonna charge you a little tax, a little bit of a tax with that.
Yeah,
So they did, and 80%, it was either 80 or 90% of the tax income was from they call them seamstresses.
that's
Like,
insane. How is
yeah,
that
I
possible?
don't know, but that is how they, if you're wondering how they afforded to build a city on top of a city,
That's how.
yeah, they just, the prostitutes fucking clutched up, I guess.
Yeah, apparently.
It's crazy shit.
That's a pretty interesting story that I've never heard before.
Yeah, there's so much more to it. The tour guides do way better than I do at explaining it, I'm sure. Just and they have a lot more to tell you. You should totally go check it out sometime.
That'd be a fun date.
Oh yeah. I went with like my aunt who's in town. Pretty fun.
That's cool. Did you do anything else? Because I was like, damn, like that is a lot of stuff to do in 1 week.
Oh yeah, dude. That was like day after day. That I mean that kept us busy for the most part. I mean, we went to like a pub with my aunt, but nothing crazy really happened.
Let me think. The only interesting thing I had happen to me was that I got stopped outside of a gas station by like a homeless guy. Um, and he was really nice. He was just like being really nice to everybody. He was like chatting anybody he saw up, but mind you, it was like 2 a.m. It
Yeah.
was very fucking late. And um, let me think. He just like I go in there, he's talking to this guy, then he like starts talking to me, and he's like, the fuck. The only it's stupid, but the only thing I remember him saying is like, it's like you're an attractive guy, man. Like, don't let nobody ever tell you you're not. And I was like, okay, thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
You getting flirted with?
And yeah, but like he wasn't like giving me weird vibes like when people do that. And
Being a friendly
um
guy?
yeah, he was just being like nice. And then I walk out like starting to try to pay for my shit, and he is like wants to have a conversation even more. Yeah, this happened like last weekend, so the memory is a bit foggy for me, but
Yeah.
his he talked to me, he stun locked me for about 20 to like, yeah, 20 to 30 minutes somehow
That's a
because
long fucking time
I am
to just be
too
yapping.
nice, dude.
I am
But
too, dude. That happens to me a lot.
it's hard not to just be like, especially when they're being nice to you, dude.
Yeah, I mean, what do you say? Like, shut up. I have to
You're like,
go.
I have to go. And I did manage to get my way out of there eventually, but he was like, man, you need to set your own boundaries and you never like let a woman like cross them or whatever, or something like that. It's like, make sure you've got a woman that you really like, or not really like, but that treats you right. And he just gave me this whole spiel on like basically not getting taken advantage of by women
He's got some
for
wisdom.
like 20 minutes. No, he dropped some wisdom on me.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like sad. I fucking let me think here. It was funny because he told me that the same day I was talking to my brother about that, where I was telling my brother, like, you should never have to like work hard for a relationship unless it's like a long distance thing. Like, it should be like a physical working, not like a mental and like you shouldn't have to like work hard to get someone to like want to hang out with you, which it was a mistake that I made in the past for sure.
Yeah.
Like the it is going to be mutual. You're both going to want to be together. You're both going to have like interest in each other. You won't have to like try to create it yourself. You don't have to try to like please them. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad to do things for your partner and try to please them and like make them happy. Like that's a good thing to do for sure. But in if you're just starting out, like there are a lot of times where it's like, at least for me, where like people were not interested and I just like didn't get that hint, I guess.
Yeah, but
And I'm
it's,
real embarrassed of
it's
it now.
hard not to be in denial of something like that.
Yeah, I mean, and it's also because they're not gonna straight up tell you either.
Yeah, I mean, would
Not
you?
once.
I would like to
I
say I
mean,
would, but it's got to be a difficult thing.
it is difficult, and I've had to do it before. It's not nice. I mean, yeah, it's not a nice thing to have to do, but like sometimes, at least in my head, with what I've gone through, I would have liked it. I would have fucking like that would have saved me a lot of pain and
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, and you can say that now, but like in the moment you're going to be upset and then they're going to feel bad, and it's the same way around. Like you're making
Yeah.
them temporarily upset to, like leave them
No,
better off in the future.
that's true, and like that's kind of like why I want. I wish people like would say something, but
Yeah,
just
but
kind
I
of rip
can't
the
say I
band-aids
would
on.
either. I don't know. It's a
It's just so humiliating if you like
yeah.
kind of like s- are able to step back and see it.
Yeah.
But that's like I am like happy now with my girlfriend who we are equally interested in each other and it's not I don't have to work hard for
You don't have to force
us.
it.
Yeah, exactly. And at the time you don't even realize you're forcing. Like
No, yeah.
you just like to me it felt like I was doing what a good like partner would do and I was definitely just did not have many relationships in my life to base
I think yeah, but
my
That is the relationships that you base it off. We're still pretty fucking young.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
That's just something I wanted to talk about because if people ever see it, that is like the main, that will save you so much time.
if you
Like,
catch yourself
if,
forcing it,
yeah, if you catch yourself having to work hard to get a person to hang out with you or to like you or to like just if you feel like the interest is like skewed in any way, just like stop. Just stop, okay? Like just
yeah,
if you're interested in a person and they're more interested in you than you are in them, like it's fine to like keep dating them to see if you do
yeah. This is
have
not
more
to
interest.
say like you shouldn't work on a relationship if it needs work,
Right,
because you know not everything's perfect right off the bat for sure,
right, exactly.
but it definitely should not feel forced.
There is a line that I want people to know
Yeah,
because, yeah, that'll just save you a lot of.
because we got some influence now, and like we
Oh,
gotta like
yeah, dude.
use it. You know,
Yeah, we need to start throwing our weight around.
we gotta take care of our audience, make sure they know what they're doing.
This is for the future audience that we may have.
Oh yeah. Dude, I'm pissed. I think I left my fucking my Action 3 in storage. My
Is that your
camera.
camera?
Yeah, I was just
Oh, that's
thinking
fucking
I might
tough.
bring it with me if I can find like more secluded spots to fish. I think that'd be a cool spot to
Oh,
like
that would be cool to like do a little
record.
video.
Fuck, I have to look for that. That camera's really nice. I got it for a pretty good deal. I got like the fancy package for like 250, I think. It has like the
Really?
yeah, it comes with 3 batteries and it has like the charging pack and everything.
That's actually really nice because having everything you need for it is clutch. Like,
It was worth it, dude. Buying like the extra stuff.
exactly. I tried to buy as much as I could for my camera to make it nicer, and boy, is it fucking nicer.
Yeah. I haven't gotten any attachments or anything yet, but like having the long selfie stick thing for recording is really nice. Um
Oh yeah.
Having multiple batteries is so fucking important. Like if I was like recording a long video or something, like I would
Yeah.
need to swap out those, or if I'm like camping in like the snow, like I'm gonna need the extra
A
fucking
few
batteries.
batteries. Dang, that's true. I kind of want to, or like a solar charger.
Dude, I want one of those big like big fucking battery packs that has like the speaker on it. Do you know I found out Stuart's friend's name and it's Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's Frank. So, do you remember the one Frank had? Like whenever we would go out to the lake or
Oh,
something, he would always have the big ass speaker.
yeah.
I want that. If as long
You
as I'm
want
not like
that?
backpacking or something, if I'm going camping, like you could plug a fucking microwave into that thing, dude. Like
Oh,
that thing's like
yeah. I know what
actually
you're
like
talking
3 car
about.
batteries and a very nice speaker too. So that would be kind of fucking awesome to have.
I don't know why, but I thought you were talking about um someone else, but I figured it out.
Stuart's friend.
Yeah. It's like,
Who did you think I was
um,
talking about? I'll cut it out.
just like, well, one of like Stuart's rando friends that we hang out with sometimes at his house. It wasn't any,
Yeah, I
but
don't know. I don't know. I might not be able to record on Thursday.
No? Why not?
I have a fucking huge week. I'm gonna be out of town for
Well, let me clear that up for you.
maybe 3 days.
Canceling it all,
Okay,
blowing them
no,
all up.
please don't blow up my
Kidding.
job.
I'm gonna blow up your job.
Please no.
Just kidding.
Yeah, so I install closets, and I have these
Hmm.
guys that cut the shelves for me, and they've been fucking up recently. And my boss is getting pissed off at them for it.
Oh.
So he is like, because I mean, I'm getting annoyed at them too, because it costs me like a lot of extra time when I have to recut the shelves because they're wrong.
Oh, you have to fix it?
Yeah, because I'm the one traveling, and so I don't have the ability to like
Oh,
just
yeah.
take extra shelves with me all the time. And I
Right.
travel far, so if I'm out there and one of them's wrong, I just like I'm fucked. So he
Right.
like created an like ultimatum. He's like, if you guys can't do it right, like I like apparently me and the other installers have all asked individually to like cut our own shelves because we're tired of like fixing their mistakes and not getting paid for it.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna see today if they didn't fuck up.
If it happened.
Yeah, and I'm kind of gonna be happy if they did fuck up because that means I get to cut my own stuff and then I'll just get paid more rather than getting paid nothing to check all their work all the time.
Right.
So that'd be kind of hype.
That is hype. I love a good, like, workplace enhance myself, you know?
Yeah, if I could.
Like, at one point, I was supposed to have, like, one of my jobs taken by a different group of people. And unfortunately, I also had to be the one to teach them how to do it. And that just never happened.
Well, that's
Like,
good.
well, no, that's bad.
That's bad.
They,
You wanted to
yeah, because
teach them and have them take your job?
no,
Or did I hear that wrong?
the problem is they didn't actually end up fucking like doing the job. Like
Oh.
now they just leave it to me and they're like this fucking guy, like I think he's trying to be friendly, but he's like um he's works right next to me like every day and he's like, "Oh, I know we're supposed to be doing the job, but there just never seems to be any time to learn." And he's like smart smirking at me
Ah,
and I'm
dude.
like dude,
Does that make it harder for you too? Like, do you have to do whatever he doesn't or like catch up his slack?
I mean, technically, yes, because it's not my job, but it didn't make it harder because I had been doing the job since I started. So it was required of me since I had started, but before it was that group's job.
I hate
But they
people like
just,
that.
yeah, they're moving it back to them instead of us because my area is so hard and it takes so long to do that I think they just wanted to shorten it. But yeah, no, it's annoying. And he like I think he's trying to be friendly and I think he's trying to be nice and like not piss me off.
Yeah.
But he was when he keeps saying shit like that. I'm like, dude,
I'm kind of in the
you
middle on a situation like this because I
mhm.
hate the people that like overly care about their job or like they think it's so much more important than it is. But the people that like just don't want to work but get paid the same amount as you and it like makes it harder for you but then they just come up and smile and talk to you like you're friends but
Oh
and like
yeah,
if they're being
no,
friendly to you you don't want to
exactly.
just be like dude fuck you you're making this hard for me and I need
Exactly.
you to just fucking work because you don't want to be that guy so you're just sitting there like uh-huh smiling at him uh-huh
Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
yeah i'm gonna
Uh-huh.
i'm gonna work now I'm gonna do this I have work
Yeah,
to
keep
do and so
fucking
oh
me
so do
over.
you so do you I mean uh,
Dude, I fuck yeah. I
yeah.
mean, luckily I don't there aren't very many other things that affect my job like that. Usually, if you have your set amount of jobs, and that is that.
Yeah.
And usually, it doesn't change. That's why I was so excited to like have that. But no,
Yeah, when I
no,
worked at the
they'll
tire
never
shop,
learn.
people would just like I'd be working on something with a person and like I'm trying to get caught up cuz when we're caught up on cars, we can just chill. Like we just like tidy
Yeah,
stuff up, just like
exactly.
talk, play music. But like these people just don't care. They just come there cuz like they just come there to spend their time and get money in return. It's like I
Yeah,
want my time to be a little bit like more relaxing
nicer
maybe, and like these people are just so
if
slow and they're just like
possible.
talking to me and they're just like yeah dude telling me a
Yeah,
story. I'm like
yeah.
oh you got you got one of those tires to balance over there and then we could talk after this car's done you know.
Like no.
No, they just want to sit and like talk to the side of my head while I'm like hauling ass because there's like
That's an
10 cars
interesting
waiting.
thing because at my work, everybody wants to like sit on their asses, including myself,
Yeah,
if possible.
so you like get your work done or so you just like
I get enough work done for it to be fair, and then
right.
I let first shift do the rest.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing I'm not on hourly anymore. Cause I
Oh,
was
you're not?
taking no, I was taking bathroom breaks every 10 seconds. Like when I worked at a
Yeah,
warehouse
that's kind
or
of like
at the tire shop, I was like,
I do that sometimes.
yeah, I was just like, man, I'm tired.
Let
I'm
me
gonna go
sit
doom
down for a
scroll in the
minute.
bathroom for
Yeah,
like 20 minutes.
that's kind of what I use. It's
The tire
it's
shop
like
was really
not
strict.
worth it.
Yeah, they were like chill and then they were strict and then they were chill. But like they they like didn't give us lunches. We actually got paid for this because they didn't give us lunches for the 3 years that I worked
Oh,
there. I just got like a rack payout for that because there was a huge lawsuit against them.
that is funny.
But yeah, towards the end of my time working there, like they wouldn't give us lunches or breaks or anything. And so I became like that guy that was like I know my rights. For there
Yeah,
was like one day where I became that guy, but like I was calm. I just like I just like went upstairs to eat my food for I was up there for 3 minutes and my boss comes bursting down the door. And he's like, "What the fuck are you doing? There's cars out there to do." And I'm just like, "I'm taking my legally mandated 15-minute break for
mm,
every 2 hours." And he's like,
he's like, "What?"
oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. Yep. I'll be downstairs." He just left.
Dude, I love when they fucking like, dude, they just assume you're a stupid kid, and
Yeah.
then you like learn actually like, oh wait, they can't do that.
Yeah.
It's pretty disgusting, but like, I don't know. I guess it's nice you got paid out.
Yeah, but it wasn't really worth it because I was there for 3 years. I worked like
Yeah, you
45, sometimes
probably
even
didn't.
50 hours weekly, and like no lunches. We'd be there for like 12 hours, 13, 14 hours, and just like not stop.
Did you at least get like paid for those breaks so you didn't clock out?
Well, no, I didn't. If I clocked out, I was gone. I was leaving the shop, but
Okay,
but I never clocked out. That's the thing. There would be 13-hour periods where I'm clocked in.
that is nice.
Yeah, but 15 bucks an hour doesn't add up
Yeah.
that much.
No, yeah, that's true. There's like there was this guy at my work, my trainer. Um, so he's a bit of a problematic guy.
Yeah.
He likes to chill, dude, and he has hiding spots where he'll go hide, and like people know about it, and he just still does it.
Yeah.
And the managers like watch him like a hawk, dude. I probably not as much anymore because he's been working. really hard lately because he works when he has to. He doesn't. He only chills when we have nothing to do.
Right.
But they get pissed at him for doing that, and so they'll like he can see them. I can see them like watching him out of their window because their office is right in front of our shop,
Yeah.
and so we were doing these like what is it called? This survey where we get to write down anything we want about these fuckers,
About who? Your coworkers or
about
your
the
managers? Oh, okay.
management or just the environment at all, like whatever you don't like.
Yeah.
And this guy, like one of the bigger managers, came up to my trainer and was like, "What are you doing? Like you need to be working or some bullshit like that." And my trainer is like, "I see you watching me through the windows in your office. Like, you need to stop doing that, or your name is going to end up in this survey." And he was like, "Oh, okay, you're good, man. You're good. Never mind, bro." Not as like comically sounding as that, but like he instantly folded under like zero pressure.
That's meta, dude. You got to be
So it
using
must
that.
be like there must be some pressure behind
There's actually a meta.
that survey. That is the
You
meta.
have power. Just like, hey man, get back to work. Yeah, you're going on the list. Oh, I'm just kidding, man. I was just joking.
Just
Keep it
joking.
up, dude.
Have fun.
Holy shit.
What do you think of our performance?
I think we do pretty okay for being brand new.
Yeah.
Like when I listen to them, like I actually listened to the first one when I was driving last week, and it's something that I would listen to.
Really?
Yes, because
Hell yeah.
it's just two normal dudes yapping, and that's what I like about
Yeah.
like a lot of other podcasts is when it's just like normal people. It's not like super like content creator brain, like streamer
Yeah.
brain people who are super like out
I
of touch, and
agree.
I like when it's just like normal people talking.
Me too, because it's things I can relate to and I'll actually listen to. Obviously, having a different perspective is interesting too
Oh yeah,
sometimes, but for the most part, I like to listen to people that are
I like to
similar.
relate. Yeah.
I've been listening to this podcast called Star Talk.
Star Talk.
It is do you know who Neil deGrasse Tyson is?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's his podcast, which I never knew he had.
I did not know that either.
Um, it's pretty cool.
Oh, I've seen him on other podcasts. I didn't know he had his own.
Yeah, me neither, but he talks about a lot of really cool like science.
Yeah, he's the
Uh,
thinker.
yeah, he is the
I might
uh,
have to look into that.
he talks about like this. I mean, he'll sometimes do gimmicky stuff of like the science behind the Matrix with the guy who made the Matrix.
Yeah,
He gets a lot of really big like scientists on there as well.
that's pretty
And
cool.
they're all like really down to earth people.
Yeah.
Even though he's a cosmologist.
Yeah, I feel like they would be more down to earth than like internet celebrities.
Oh,
It's
for
just like internet
sure.
celebrities and like that I can't stand listening to all the time.
It's because they're like smarter
Yeah.
than most.
Yeah, you don't need a whole lot of brain to stream for 24 hours a day. You just need
Yeah, no,
like
that's
willpower and caffeine, I guess. I don't know.
yep.
Oh, I want to start making videos. Like I like
Dude,
recording
make
the
a
podcast.
fishing
It's
video,
fun,
bro.
but I want to record stuff.
No, I like having the podcast as an outlet to like talk about shit.
Yeah, I
It is
definitely do
fun.
too. But could you imagine just like running bits like this, just like yapping while like
IRL.
doing something and recording it?
More awkward in real life, though.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think so with us, honestly. Maybe if we're staring down the
Yeah,
fucking eye of the camera, then it would be more awkward,
yeah.
but I mean, that's something you get used to easily.
You're right. You're right.
I should make the footage from our Idaho trip into something.
Why not?
Well, I could, but everyone's
How
fucking
much
face
did
is
you
in that.
get? Yeah, feel like we shouldn't
I got a
do
lot
that.
from that trip, but I think I want to like use the video of me jumping off that tall cliff because that was kind of a cool video.
Do it. It's like, I mean, you could even throw it into this podcast
Yeah, I
so
could.
people know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I might I need to buy like an SSD, like an external SSD or one that I can throw into my computer and then like take out and then plug into my laptop cuz I have clips on my laptop. I have like and like I have videos from my Action 3 on my laptop that I want to get off. And I also
Yeah,
just need more fucking storage. Exhibit A today when I fucking ran out
yeah.
recording 3 minutes in.
I am also running out of storage.
Are you recording
They
this?
no.
You just
I my camera takes really high quality pictures that are like 100 fucking megabytes a piece.
uh I
So
see.
10 pictures is a gigabyte.
That is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I have no
And that's
idea
like
how much this podcast is, honestly. Like a recording for like an hour. I don't know how much it is.
it's gotta be a decent amount right there.
Yeah, I don't even know how to look though. Damn, I guess we've that's not right. Right?
What?
Like in what we've recorded just now, it's been like 30 gigabytes?
No.
There's no way.
No.
Well, cuz it's I had
Is it
78
saying that?
gigabytes of storage. Now I have 40. So like 40 gigabytes. There's no way though. Surely not.
There is no way.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I hope no one heard that.
Cause if they did, we gonna be in some trouble.
Jabba.
Yeah, I think I might go get my fucking camera out of storage if I can find it. Actually,
Hell
I know
yeah.
where it is. I just don't want to dig for it. It's in like the bottom fucking crate on the stack of like 4
Oh
crates.
yeah. The hardest spot
Ugh,
ever.
get out the fucking forklift.
Relatable.
Oh fuck. All right, well maybe I'll
Dude,
do that.
you should. I would love to see a fishing video from you.
Yeah,
That would be dope. Seems like it'd be chill vibe.
these chill vibes, dude. I'm like I can't wipe my smile off my face when I'm out there cuz it's just like silent. So you just hear like the wind, the birds,
Yeah.
like other people. Honestly, being around other people's fine unless you run into that stupid kid that just like was yelling the whole time. It's like fishing is supposed to
Yeah.
be chill and this kid's just screaming. I'm just like, dude.
Being an idiot.
Yeah, but everyone else out there is really cool. Like I almost got 2 fish that day cuz one of the guys had one on a line and he's like, I got to go to the police station cuz I somebody stole something from me and I got to go there now. So if there's a fish on the end of this line, if you want, it's yours. I was like, oh, okay. I was like gonna try to catch my own first, but then the other people caught me one, and I had to get it on ice, and so I just like ended up giving it to another person. But everyone out there is always super friendly.
Really?
Yeah, they're always just like, "Hey man, you catching anything today?"
What up, G?
They're like, "Oh dude, if you want to catch them, you got to try this lure. You got to try out these
The
ones, the spoons with the Safeway logo on them."
spoon lure.
And I'm like, "All right, brother."
Thanks, brother.
Everyone's
That
fucking
is
fishing
nice.
is a very cool community. It seems like very hicky from the outside. Like I don't know. Like
But no,
no, everyone is super just like calm, open to being friends with everybody. I love it. I can't get enough. I stop at like 3 lakes now every week.
that is really nice. I want to I want a hobby like that where it like would give me time to chill and relax.
Yeah, it could be used as like a meditation sort of,
Yeah,
because you're not really
exactly.
thinking much while you're fishing. You just kind of throw it out and just like reel it in slowly. It's like look around at the scenery,
It's hard for me to not think though. That's the problem.
like about what you're doing.
Just in general, it's like
Well, yeah, you spend
hard
your time
not.
thinking, but you're not like locked into what you're doing unless a fish bites.
That's true. That's true.
You should try it. You
I
should
get
pull up
I get what you think.
to one of my outings.
I'm down. I'm down for that.
I don't know if you've ever been, but I would be down to teach you anything.
I have been maybe like I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've gone fishing.
Yeah, before this year, I think I could probably maybe twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I would love to go.
Yeah, I might have to get you hooked.
I know I would. Hooked. Got me on
On the
the
hook.
line,
You're taking
on
my
the hook.
bait.
I'm taking the bait right now. That was a good one, Dylan.
I
Good
didn't
job.
even. Yeah, thanks. I totally meant that to be a
Yeah.
pun.
Okay.
All right. Well, I got a long drive ahead of me, so I think
Oh,
I might
no,
call this. We're
no,
at
you're
time,
good, man.
so
I'm running out of brain juice.
yeah, me too. Well, I'll keep you updated. We might have to do Friday instead of Thursday for our
That's cool with me.
scary stories
Oh
episode.
yeah. That'll give us more time to prep.
Yeah, we gotta start cooking some up. Just like every
Yeah,
once in a while, I'll
cook
open up
something.
the Reddit and just fucking save some. Oh boy,
Hell yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
Me too.
All right. Well,
All right.
I will talk to you later.
Talk to you later.